what's your opinion on the Catholic Church process?
Yeah, that's what you get in Miami.
Boy, that's how they get down in Miami, boy. They cut up, y'all.
So you come through my neighborhood, I'm real nigga. I'm a mean neighbor after that. Whether that's your company or not.
So, all right, I got to ask this question again. What is your opinion on the Catholic Church process for selecting a new pope?
Man, don't do me like this, man. I can't. Catholic Church. Man, I don't give a f about the pope or them selecting a new pope. Man, nigga. Man. I'm into the Catholic Church for. I don't give a f about the process of the pope.
Okay. Well, how about this then?
Man, nigga, I got me in my mind, man. I don't even know the process of that. Whoever ain't fucking no babies in the last 10 years in the Catholic Church. Man, now the Catholic Church is a sick entity.
Okay, what about this? The new Pope Louis, the 14th, is from Chicago. So do you think that could bring fresh energy to the Catholic community being the first Pope from the U.S.?
Man, fuck that Pope from the U.S. That's no Catholic. What white mother with me about some Catholic questions? It's in the Catholic Church in a lock-in before. Girl named Monique Edwards out of Pebble Creek apartment inside the Catholic Church. I don't give a about the Catholic Church. They like me, man. Why they man, leave me alone about religion.
Okay.
Man, they playing with that Catholic. The Catholic Church don't do nothing. They don't help nothing, and they got a history over 100 years of fucking little boys. Give a fuck about these people. Who go into a booth and tell a man about their dark secrets, and this man in there jacking off, smoking crack, getting his dick sucked, and he hollering Father and the Holy Spirit and trick you with a white collar. Man, them dumb-ass Catholics. Nigga, what, it's gotta be a white person question.
Okay,
You done got mad. Man, come on.
You've criticized certain preachers. How do Catholic tradition compare to what you see in black mega churches?
I ain't never seen nothing like, I ain't been in no mega church and I ain't never been in no Catholic church. I ain't no church knowing going mother. No shit about what go on inside no mother. All what go on inside the Catholic wall. Nigga, I found the Lord in some. Done picked up a prostitute, little old fine mother, 25, she 19, 20. My baby mama at work, I'm in my baby mama car. My baby mama had just got paid and I got the money. And I picked this little walking, we went back to the apartment and prayed together. And I got saved that day with a hoe. She knew how to pray like my mama. Caught the Holy Spirit. And my baby mama pregnant with my son. I caught the Holy Spirit after I got out there. And I felt the Lord in that prayer. That's how I knew God was real. Man, I don't give a mega church. Man, miss me. God does not exist in a building or a book. He sent Jesus and Mohammed to deliver a spirit where if you grab hold of the spirit, but you got to watch a person with the spirit. You can't learn from no book. You got to watch it in the person with the spirit that done got your attention. So I don't know how to compare the Catholic Church to the mega church. I just know I heard my mama say one time that religion and man's tradition make God's word void. So the Catholic and all the religious organizations and entities that man made up. So I can't compare.
All right, see, we got you a little upset, so let's switch subjects. You mentioned being on Capitol Hill. So were you representing an organization or you were just advocating independently?
I was part of an organization that was called Campaign Fair Sentencing for Youth. Right, so you can look this up, based out of Washington, D.C. So I became a part of that organization. So they reached out to me. A lady by the name of Miss Jody. Jody, Xavier, man, I can't. So Xavier is running it now. So I became a part of campaign fair sentencing for youth because I was a youth who was sentenced, right, under the Texas Juvenile Determined Sentencing Law. So by me going to Washington D.C. and becoming a youth advocate for campaign fair sentencing for youth, I got introduced to Xavier, who had just started. He's out of Chicago, man. Xavier, with one of them is Shalom name, L. Macbeth Ray, whatever my nigga name is. So, and shout out to man, good nigga. Xavier was appointed to oversee, run, and develop a national organization that was called ICANN, Incarcerated Children's Advocacy Network. So I was a part of those two organizations when I would go to Washington D.C. So every year in November, they will have a national convening where all of the youth advocates throughout America, as well as people who once had juvenile life without parole. So that's how I got to meet Eric Brown, George Toker. So that's how I got to meet all them people, homie. That's how I got introduced to juvenile life without parole. So that's how I began working on these laws and legislation on a national level. In Texas, I had already been partner in working with the Texas Criminal Justice Coalition, Texas Care for Children, the Texas Juvenile Justice Department, working on different laws and legislation on trying to raise the age from 17 to 18, where 17-year-olds no longer go into the county jail where they're still handled as juveniles. So I was already working on state and local legislation, and it wasn't until the Campaign Fair Sentencing for Youth reached out to me, and then I started going national.
All right, so what was it like working alongside politicians like Marco Rubio and John Carney?
You don't get to meet with them long to really get to know them, and they have talking points. So politicians never ask direct questions, so nothing can ever be used against them. Well, you said you get to know their age. Yeah. Just like your lawyer, you really don't get to know your lawyer. You get to know your secretary, the lawyer's secretary. Yeah, you talk to the lawyer, but you get to know the secretary. Yeah, you get to know their age, and so here we are. Walking into these conservative individual offices who's typically hard on crime, tough on crime, and we're asking them to be soft on crime and have compassion and empathy for children who have murdered people. But they're not children, they're adults now. So we're saying children, but this paperwork say he's 35 now, so it's hard. So we got to keep saying a child because he's thinking it's a grown. No, he was sentenced as a kid. What you learn is, homie, they're human too. And you can't appeal to a politician's political ideology. You have to appeal to the human nature of this individual. Same with a racist cop. You have to appeal to this human nature because he's only racist based on off a belief and an ideology, not his nature. So I learned, homie, that because we would have to go in there and sell why we want them to support the abolishment of juvenile life without parole in this country, and so you had me, you had George Toker, Sarah Cruzen, Eric Alexander, me and Xavier. So we were split up by states, and we go this way, you go that way, and we would go into the offices and sit with them, and we don't have a whole hour. We got 20 minutes to give a compelling speech. Hey man, my name is Charleston White. I'm from Texas. I'm one of the first juveniles from Fort Worth, Texas to ever be tried and sentenced and adjudicated for the crime of murder under the Texas. So give them a speech. Right now today, I'm a pre-law student at Texas Western University. I'm a CEO and founder of a youth organization. I create programs, I do training. So they're like, wow. So I get to walk them through a story of redemption. And not only that, I got some more people right here. And I'm saying, man, I got 40 other guys that support my organization who all committed a murder when we was children. And they spent 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 years from crimes they committed when they was 12, 13, and 14 years old. And right now, today, they're living productive and pro-social lives. But it didn't take all of that. It didn't take all of those years. So, homie, once you give that compelling argument to the human nature of any person, and they're open to listening. So the idea was to have Mark Rubio, John Cornyn, and all these, Ted Cruz, homie, to have all these different politicians, whether they sit here for a minute. Your aid is your eyes and your ear. You trust what they're going to come back and say. So, hey, man, nice to meet you, Mr. Cruz. Hey, man, I mean, you know, so take a picture with it. Boom, man. So now let's talk to his aide because this is his real eyes and ears. So, and nigga, 99% of the time, homie, we won over the support of every congressional member we sat with.
In your experience, are most political leaders intelligent and service-minded or out of touch and power hungry?
Intelligent, out of touch, and power hungry. I mean, why you say sometimes? I don't stutter. I use and yeah. Those are thinking tools that I use when I'm thinking. That's why George Washington was such a great man, because he said, man, listen, I could be king in this country if I want to. And the reason we left England and Great Britain because we didn't want to have an aristocrat rulership where there's kings and queens over us. It's a free country. I don't want to be president forever because that'll make me king. With 2 terms. Any man that wants to be in power for a long time want to be a king. So absolute power corrupts absolute. So you can't stay in power for long. It's gonna corrupt you. So most politicians, homie, they're not dumb and stupid. You are. For thinking they're dumb and stupid. And they playing on you. How you think they became a politician? Playing on dumb and stupid people. You can't be dumb to become a politician. Even if you're picked and appointed. Because there's too many obstacles and barriers and attacks that come your way. And yeah, they power hungry. That's why they keep running for re-election. Why they keep wanting to be re-elected. That's why they don't have a protege to pass it down to. Yeah.
So did you feel respected and treated with dignity while navigating in the political spaces?
Very much so. I was a rock star in the political world. And I'm not saying that's what they said I was.
Okay.
You know, I was highly respected. Yeah, highly respected. It wasn't until I started going on social media, kind of going radical. When I went, I remember, and man, rest in peace to my cousin Jesse Taylor, man, Mr. Jesse Taylor. I remember, homie, I was selected, and I was selected to campaign with Donald Trump to go to three key battleground states before his first election, for winning his first election, by the Republican Party of Texas, by way of the Terrance County GOP Republican Party. So I remember being pulled to the side by Sheriff Bill Wayburn, homie, at a political event with Governor Lieutenant Dan Patrick. And I was just starting to go on Facebook. And I remember Sheriff Bill Wayburn pulling me to the side. And I hardly didn't cuss online, homie. I was still with my bow tie. I remember Sheriff Bill Wayburn saying, Charleston, I've been getting a lot of calls. Man, your social media posts. Man, we love you to death. Man, my wife love you, the kids love you, man, we all love you. The use of the N-word. Man, can you just, and man, he a big old tall white dude. I said, you know what, sir, you know what, sir, I got you. At the time, homie, I really wanted to appease my white political friends. Nigga, I was a poster child for them. I was a poster child. I'm trying to, I'm stuck in between because I want to, my spirit saying, man, how the white man gonna tell you can't use the word, and this how your people talk? Well, at the time, my people shaming me for being with the white people. I come back with my people to try to help my people. But my people ain't helping me help my people like the white people was helping me help my people. Man, why you got them white people down here, man? This who, man, you got all, man, but y'all see what I'm doing? You gotta go to the white people, homie. So, to keep it real, I go radical, kind of go against the white people. To keep it real with on can't get no help. Nigga, now we can't get no ticket to take the kid to the baseball game. We can't get no ticket. We can't go do, yeah, nah. So now, yeah. So, that's where a lot of my initial internet anger and frustration came from. Because I'm saying, I done lost my white support that were really helping me, opening these doors for me to go in juvenile systems and prisons to help our people. Now I'm talking. So that's what initially my frustration came from to the black community. I came online. Nigga, I was highly respected. Not only I was highly respected, I could walk in any state, juvenile, prison, jail, and man, they did what? I could call downtown. I was way more beneficial to black people when I was embraced by my white counterparts, homie. I was the real spook who sat by the door. But nigga, they trying to put the Sambo tag on me. But I'm the spook. Because I'm bringing the knowledge and the information back to the people. How to get their license. You see what I'm saying? How to beat the broad in child support court. So I'm bringing the knowledge and the information back to the people.
So what law or policy change are you most proud to have influenced?
Juvenile life without parole. Because up until that point in 2016, the Miller versus Graham ruling, America, Sudan, and North Korea were the only 3 countries on the face of the earth that would take a 12-year-old kid and give them life without parole, which is a complete death sentence. So yeah, that's my most proudest one.
Okay, so if you contact those same leaders today, do you think they will take your call?
No. I'm not in that field anymore. Why would they take the call? Shout out to Miss Gina Vibbins, a councilwoman, who just retired from District 5. She invited me to a retirement party. So, but because of what I've become post Charleston White, you can't side with me as a politician now. You can't come stand with me as a politician, really. And I done said fuck the Asian communities, I done said some horrible things. So it wouldn't be beneficial for them now. No.
Okay. You've highlighted a lack of gun education in the black community. Do you feel your message has been an impact?
I don't have a message.
Okay, what's the safest and most lawful response for a black man with an illegal firearm during a traffic stop?
What's the most safest for a black man with a legal firearm?
Right, what's the most safest and most lawful response for a black man with an illegal firearm during a traffic stop?
Illegal firearm.
Yeah.
It ain't no safest, most logical response. Run.
That was the next question to see.
Run, nigga, drive off, try to get the pistol out the car, or let the law kick your ass where you can go to jail and get the evading arrest instead of felony possession, and don't complain about the police kicking.
Do people flee from the law enforcement more due to guilt, fear, or lack of understanding of their rights?
Fear. Most people don't know their rights, don't care about knowing their rights. You don't have no rights when the police stop you. You just think you do.
Okay. Do people flee from the law? No. When is protest necessary, and when does it become counterproductive?
It's always been counterproductive. Didn't you see them in the 60s when they were protesting? And that sheriff bull dude sick the dogs on them, the water hoses and all that. Protesting have never got nothing. It's always been counterproductive. When is protesting necessary? Never. It should be, never.
So what are your thoughts on NBA YoungBoy recently being free? So do you think he'll stay out of jail this time?
Yeah, they got him on medication. And part of his court order is for him to take the medication. And the medication is designed to keep you subservient and docile.
I just realized something, man. You, because I tell a lot of people this myself, but you just displayed a respect, because nobody's safe with you. And when I asked about him being released, how you just like that showed like you got a respect for youngin.
Yeah. And he got a lot of respect for me.
Oh, we know that part because he spoke about that. But I'm just saying,
I got homie. He the trauma baby. Homie, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Shreveport, Monroe, New Orleans, Copperloop. Them some hard places to grow up in. And he the young with the mama issues, the angry young that'll kill you, and he'll fight his mama, and he whoop his girlfriend. So he been angry most his career, homie, acting out of anger. Nigga, now I hate this for him, but the white folks done give him a diagnosis. They did him like they would do a horse, homie, to break him. Homie, he been wild in the till them feds got him. And even when the feds got him, he was wild. They said, you know what? We go put him on diesel therapy, but we go put him on another diesel kind of therapy. We go put him up in the mountains in Utah with Mormon people on house arrest. He can't do nothing. So we go strip him down. We're gonna strip his soul down bare. What you mean by that? We're gonna ensure that he can't get high. So this go push him to an edge and to a brink, because everybody in life got some kind of vice to ease the pressure. Now he's been put in Utah. He got these federal charges over his head, looming and lingering for years, homie. Not knowing if I'm gonna get 10 years. It's worrisome, and you can't get high. All of a sudden he break. Now he calling down, playing like the doctor. Hey, hello, this is Dr. Williams. Yeah, he got the now he calling in prescription pill. You gotta be a bold to do that. Now he playing doctor, got the drug coming to him. He even said he was smoking the Tunchi, the K2. They know he mentally. Now we got him. We got him playing drugs. At first he playing Gangsta Street with the guns. So our assessment is a little different. Now we got him playing drugs. We can get him on drugs now, y'all. Let's send him back over here to do an assessment. Why do you think every time you get in trouble, they do an assessment? Was your grandmama on drugs? Okay. We gonna recommend you go over here and see a medical doctor for your psych. This our court doctor, this our system doctor. Our doctor say you need to take medication, Kentrell. Man, I ain't take man in order for you to get out of here, you will. Now, part of your court order parole stipulation, probation, federal probation, is for you to take your medicine as ordered by the doctor. Y'all lower the dosage so he can perform. The record label say, man, listen, we need y'all to just at least lower the dosage so the boy can perform for her. So he can be a functioning, you know, psychotropic drug addict. The idea is to push mental health on the black man and to get him off his recreational drug and get him on psychotropic drugs. That's why they'll give your kids some psychotropic drugs rather than a CBD oil or let him hit a joint. They'll put you in, they'll take your kid away from you for letting him hit a joint and give him psychotropic drugs that make him have suicidal thoughts with 70 different side effects that don't nobody know. But they'll get you for just letting him hit a joint. So, homie, they done got one of our soldiers, and he was a strong soldier. They got him on that on their drugs, and he's ordered by the court with probation stipulations to stay on the drugs. By the time he get off of them drugs will stay in his system almost 10 more years later. You know that. Come on, you done been down there.
Yeah.
Then when you try to get off of them, now you got a whole nother problem. Because now the reactions and the side effects of trying to quit it is coming about. So yeah, nah, homie, stay strong. Stay strong. Fight through it.
Are high-profile celebrities being unfairly targeted, or are they just too reckless with their freedom?
Too reckless with their freedom? Nobody is targeting celebrities. Motherfucker, we got a tariff war between China and America. Motherfucker don't know what Christmas toys gonna cost at the end of this year. Ain't nobody thinking about the dope fiend partying people. These people is gonna spend money to make sure the businesses and everything, why would we target them? They're gonna up anyway. We don't have time to target black people. It's too much coming to America to derail this. We ain't got time to with the slaves. They don't bother nobody but other slaves. Why would we target them? They help us get rid of them, so why would we target them? If they fall into our system, yeah, we'll get their ass. But that's anybody that comes into our system. Our system is a revolving door, no matter if you white, black, if you come in this system, it becomes, so they ain't targeting rich.
All right, at that level of fame, does it make sense to sign a record deal, or should artists manage themselves? Stay independently, like they I'm gonna do independent. I don't want to.
If I've been poor all my life, staying independent. Put me in debt with that $2 million, and I owe you for the rest of my life. I ain't never had $2 million before in my life. Put me in debt. All that independent talking, me had dope money to stay independent. For they had some dope money, street money stacked up. Now they got some. I'm independent. Man, you tax evade money. Now you playing rapper because you got, but nigga, the average nigga with no money can't stay independent, and you good enough to get assigned to a deal. I'm gonna take the deal.
Okay. Just what? Actually, today, there's supposed to be a concert in Memphis, the Hot Boys. Lil Wayne backed out of the concert due to his girlfriend or fiance saying that he broke up with her through a text.
Why would he back out of that?
That's what I'm about to ask you. Do you think that was fair to the fans?
No. No. Hell no.
Plus his brothers, you know, BG, Turk, Juvie, they looking for that back end money. And he like, nah, I don't want to come out right now. Let's push the concert back because of that bad publicity.
Man, don't nobody give a damn about bitch talking because you done put her and her daughter out. Nigga, we want to hear hot boy, the hot boy.
On fire.
Nigga, we want to hear. We on fire. We want to hear that now, man.
Yeah, big facts.
Nigga, that's man.
Right. So, have you seen?
If I was BG, I'd jump on him. They be I'd jump on him. You know, they say, nigga, I'd jump on him, nigga. Yeah, one of them all. Yeah, well, I'd jump on him. Yeah, whether I can whoop him or not. Nigga, man, you gonna hold up the back end money, cause you done.
Yeah.
And by the way, Lil Wayne, there was some players to put the bitch out on Mother's Day, her and her baby. And then they want to try to use the baby birthday coming up. So the baby birthday, bitch, y'all got to go today. You figure it out. Man, and you got a spare tire. Every woman got a spare tire when the main one bust. She can call and cry to, and he come wipe the eyes and hope to get. So call him. Yeah. Nah, Lil Wayne, that was some shit though. Put her motherfucking ass out on Mother's Day. And her daughter too. Yeah. I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't done that. I wouldn't.
It's cold blood, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. But that was fly though.
It made me think she had to cheat on him for him to go that
Oh
far.
man, you know, man, he got that. Yeah.
Drake might have got her.
Man, he deteriorating. Yeah. Lil Wayne look 100. Yeah. Yeah, I bet it, boy. Yeah. Boy, yeah. She look at him sleep. Yeah.
All right, man, let's switch gears,
You
bro.
Wayne, I like Wayne.
Yeah.
Y'all been a fan of Wayne all my life, but that nigga deteriorate.
This is Terrance Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People Champ, Terrance Williams waiting.